Welcome to Nurses with Voices, the podcast where we amplify the voices of nurses everywhere. I'm your host, Dr. Lendra James DNP RN, and I am thrilled to go on this podcast journey with you. As a nurse with over 20-something years of experience, I've witnessed dedication, resilience, and passion that defines our profession. Through this podcast, we aim to educate, empower, and inspire nurses at every stage of their careers. Whether you're a novice nurse navigating the challenges of bedside care, an experienced clinician looking to advance in your field, or dreaming of becoming a nurse entrepreneur, Nurses with Voices is here for you. Join me as we delve into topics such as advancing in nursing, mastering leadership skills, and fostering a supportive community within our profession. Together, we'll explore the triumphs, struggles, and countless opportunities that come with being a nurse. So tune in, subscribe, and let your voice be heard, because here at Nurses with Voices, every nurse has a story worth sharing, and every nurse voice deserves to be amplified. Hello there, fellow nurses. Welcome to your very first episode of Nurses with Voices. I'm your host, Dr. Lendra James, DNP RN, and I am beyond excited to embark on this podcast journey with you all. So why Nurses with Voices? Why start a podcast dedicated solely to the nursing profession? Well, let me share a little bit of my story with you. Nursing isn't just a career for me, it's a calling, right? I became a single parent early on in my career, and I used nursing as the vehicle to care for my family. I worked in almost every area of nursing, and I basically became an expert in every area that I worked in. But as much as I love this profession, I know it's not without its challenges, from long shifts to demanding patients to bias in healthcare. We face obstacles every single day. But here's the thing. Through it all, I've come to realize the incredible power of our collective voice, right? Our experiences, triumphs, our struggles, they all matter. And that's why I started Nurses with Voices. I wanted to create a platform where nurses from all walks of life could come together, share their stories, and lift each other up. Right? The purpose of this podcast is simple. It's to educate, empower, inspire nurses through inspiration and mentorship, right? So whether you're a seasoned veteran or just starting out in your career, Nurses with Voices is for you. We'll be discussing topics like advancing in nursing, navigating challenges of novice nursing, stepping into leadership roles, bias in healthcare, nurse entrepreneurship, and so much more. Now, who am I trying to reach with this podcast? Well, the answer is very simple. Every single nurse out there, whether you're working in a bustling hospital, a quiet clinic, pursuing your nursing degree, or even trying to start a business, this podcast is for you. I want Nurses with Voices to be a place where nurses from all specialties and backgrounds can come together and learn from each other and grow personally and professionally. So what can you expect from Nurses with Voices? Well, expect real, raw conversations, expect to hear from nurses who have been in your shoes, who have valuable insights to share. Expect to be inspired, motivated, and encouraged to take your nursing career to new heights. But most importantly, expect to have your voice heard, because here at Nurses with Voices, every nurse has a story worth sharing, and every nurse voice deserves to be amplified. And I truly, truly, truly believe that. So I want you guys to grab your stethoscope, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and join me on this incredible journey. Together, let's make Nurses with Voices not just a podcast, but a movement. Because when nurses come together, there's nothing that we can't achieve. Well, thank you for tuning in to our first episode of Nurses with Voices. I can't wait to see where this journey takes us. But before we wrap up, I want to give you a sneak peek into what's coming up next on the podcast. So our first series will be focusing on something very near and dear to my heart, which is health and wealth in nursing.
is a topic that's often overlooked and is very crucial for understanding how wealth works, especially in our profession. Something that I learned in starting my own business was I wasn't really aware of, of business. I wasn't really aware of how to start a business. And I wasn't really aware on financial needs and financial aspects. So we have a series, Health and Wealth, and let's face it, no one really teaches nurses about finances, right? They teach us how to care for people. They teach us customer service, but no one really teaches us about finances. But it's something we all need to know. So if you're ready to dive into the world of health and wealth, stay tuned for our upcoming episodes. We'll be discussing everything from personal and business credit, mental health and nursing, to nurse business startups, and how to build a financially secure future for yourself and for your family. So until then, take care. Take care of yourself and each other. And remember, your voice matters. Let's continue to lift each other up and make a difference in the world of nursing. Thank you again for joining me on Nurses with Voices. Until next time, stay empowered, stay inspired, and keep making a difference in the lives of others. Take care, everyone.